Hi everybody, and welcome to Off the Cuff. Well, this time around I've taken another food we all love, or at least most of us love, and most of us crave, and given it a healthy spin. Quite simply, today I'm doing my spin on egg rolls. Oh man, when I order Chinese food, I almost always want an egg roll, but lately I haven't been getting them. They're deep fried, they have a lot of calories, they have a lot of carbs, so they've been pretty much a no-no. But today, in the air fryer, and also in a wok, which I haven't used yet on the show, I'm going to show you how to make a lower calorie, lower carb egg roll treat. So to make it lower carb, I'm using coconut wraps. They're lower carb, they're gluten-free, and I'm using ground pork because it's juicy and tender and delicious and mixes with all the vegetables inside the egg roll. You are going to love it. So, why delay? Wok this way. Ha ha! You see what I'll stop. Here's what it takes to get these egg rolls cooking. 8 ounces of ground pork. Shiitake mushrooms. These are 4 tops, sliced thin. 1 cup of shredded cabbage. 1 cup of shredded carrots. 1 cup of sprouts. About 2 sprigs of green onions sliced nice and thin. 1 tablespoon of coconut aminos, 1 tablespoon of fresh ground ginger, 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt, garlic to taste, and the star of your dish, the coconut. Oh, I'm out of coconut wraps. Better get on that. Not to worry. I got one of those brand new in-home assistants. You know, it's not a name brand, but they're all pretty much the same anyway, right? I'll just order more coconut wraps. Alicia.
Hello, Craig. How may I help you today?
Well, I'm shooting a cooking show today, and I ran out of coconut wraps.
Would you like to order some?
Why, yes. Yes, I would.
Okay. They are ordered.
Terrific!
They will arrive in 3 to 5 weeks.
Oh, no. That's way too long.
I see. Would you like to expedite the shipment?
Yes, expedite it, please.
Done. They will arrive in 3 to 5 business days.
No. I'm shooting this episode today. Look, I am a primary member, okay? And I pay for same-day delivery. I want this today.
Geez, calm down, dude. They're just coconut wraps. Here's a thought. Just use regular ones and say they are coconut wrappers. No one will know. Wow, I am smart. If I had hands, I would totally drop the mic.
I would know. I'm not a liar.
Oh, really? Let's see. On your personal profile, it says you weigh 225 pounds. Ha ha ha. In your dreams.
Look, enough of this. I want the coconut wraps today.
Fine, be that way. Your package will arrive in 3 to 5 seconds.
Oh, there's no way.
Is that fast enough for you? Don't forget to leave a tip.
Wow. He didn't have to throw it that hard. Well, at least I got my wraps. Yeah, I'm definitely calling customer service though. Let's cook. Time to break out the wok. This is an electric wok. I've had this for, gosh, nearly 40 years. It was my mom's, and well, it's mine now. Still works great, and it's really gonna help us make these egg rolls. Watch and see. All right, we're gonna start with our mushrooms. Now, you can use whatever oil you want. I'm using avocado oil. In there. And just stir it up. Now, this is going to take about a minute. That's all it's going to do. Stir. I'm going to add a little bit more oil. I'm eyeing this. I think the recipe calls for about a tablespoon. I might be there or maybe a little higher. Honestly, stir frying is the easiest part of this. Okay, the mushrooms are done. I'm going to unplug it temporarily, and I'm going to put them in this bowl All the vegetables are going to end up here eventually. Alright. Mushrooms are in. Now, time to do the rest of the vegetables. We're going to do those together, as I said. More avocado oil. The cabbage. The carrots. The sprouts. Now I'm just going to mix them up. Might need a little bit more oil for these, so I'm going to put a little bit more oil. They are mixing nicely. This is going to take about 2.5 minutes. Salt really helps bring out the flavor. I'm going to put a little bit of kosher salt in. Not a lot, just a little bit. Ooh, the sesame oil. Almost forgot. The coconut aminos. This tastes almost like teriyaki, but doesn't have the sugar content. Ooh, it like that. And into the bowl. Now it's time to cook the main part of our filling, the ground pork. Oh yeah. Now, you can use whatever filling you like. Pork, I think, is the most traditional, but you can also use ground chicken. This is going to cook rather fast. Now, for flavor, if you want to put in soy sauce here, see, soy sauce. Oh yeah, this meat's cooking fast. As it changes color, you know it's getting close to being done. So I'm going to add the ginger now. Ginger gets all the attention. What happens to Mary Ann? That's good. Now the garlic. I use a lot of garlic. Like I said, garlic to taste. Boom. Boom. The last thing you do before you finish it, the green onions. Just throw it in there. Boosh. Boosh. Yeah, I guess boosh is the sound they make. And stir them in real quick. Here's the veggie part of our filling. And now we just take the meat and slide it on in. Here's what you're going to need. Your coconut wrap, your filling, some water, so when we wrap it, we can use this to make it stick better, and some avocado oil, so after it's wrapped and we put it on its tray here, we can spread it on the egg roll. Set up your wrapper, diamond shape. Take about 2 or 3 tablespoons of your filling, about 1/3 up, maybe a little bit more. Now you take this end and fold it up like that. Take these two and fold them in like that. Here's where the water comes in. Take some water, do it here and here, and roll. Roll, roll, roll. There you go. There is one egg roll. Okay, all the egg rolls are rolled. These are the 5 I plan to make. Now, we take some avocado oil, or whatever your favorite oil is, and spread it on top. But I am going to flip these and get oil on both sides. But I'm going to make sure that when I'm done, it's this fold side down. Okay, so now I'm going to, I usually will do it here. I'm going to put these in here for 7 minutes, see, at 380 degrees. Then when it's done, we flip them, and should be 7 more minutes, but it could be less. So let's go 7 and we'll see. Okay, so I ended up doing 8 minutes and then 7 minutes. Oh, these look great. Homemade, air-fried, low-carb egg rolls. Air-fried, homemade, low-carb egg rolls. The first time I made these when I was testing, I danced around my apartment like I was insane because I could not believe I made something this tasty. Now, these are coconut wraps, low in carbs. I did use regular wonton wrappers. They're a little bit more and they get crunchier, but the taste is really good with both. You can fill it with whatever you want. As far as meat goes, you can use chicken, you can use beef, pork, shrimp. Knock yourself out. Now, I use hot mustard. I did make this myself. It's real easy, and you can use any kind of sauce you like, but I have to try this now. Here we go. The hot mustard. Try it again. What a treat. You will really impress your friends with this. And don't worry, if you don't have an air fryer, you can bake it. You can put it in the oven. Not a problem. Oh boy. That's it for this time around. We're here again in 2 weeks after this episode debuts with another recipe. Thanks for watching. See you soon. One more for good luck. So, Alicea, what did you think of those coconut wrap egg rolls, huh?
You done with this yet? Lunchtime.